Hello, and welcome to my second attempt at recording episode 3 of our ongoing series of It. Welcome to Derry on HBO Max. So before we begin, I'm just going to go ahead and say spoilers. I'm probably going to have to go ahead and get like a infographic made that I can just have like flash that says, "Hey, we're doing spoilers today," but whatever. So we're talking about the show. I did realize that it's next to impossible to talk about an ongoing television series episode by episode without giving spoilers because the things that happen in episode 3 don't make a lot of sense if you haven't seen episode 1. Therefore, I have to talk about some of the things that happened in previous episodes and thus spoilers. So, we're going to talk about episode 3. So, episode 3 was an interesting one. There's a whole lot of information, but not a lot of forward momentum in this episode. Essentially, the only forward momentum we got is cementing Rich and Will with joining Lily and Ronnie in investigating Pennywise. Of course, none of them know at this point that it is Pennywise, but we are starting to get some more Pennywise-ness in on this, which is pretty neat. Um, Additionally, we have that Dick Halloran is joining Major uh, Hanlon to continue for the search of where every Pennywise is out in the middle of nowhere, right? That's about it. We also got some good background information. So now we have that General Shaw, who is, oh, hello, Mr. Bend. What are you doing back there? We also have that General Shaw, who is the general that's leading this kind of search for Pennywise the Air Force is doing. He used to live in Derry, and that he knew he had some encounters with Pennywise as a child. He also befriended a Native American girl who we saw her as an adult earlier as the one who owns like the antique shop. So we got a lot of backstory, a lot more connection with the Native Americans in the area, which is fantastic. It's not really something that got super delved into in really any of the three It movies. They talk a little bit about it in part two, the 2017 It, but they don't really talk about it in part one, and they don't really talk about it in the original with Tim Curry. So it's cool that we're going to get some of the Native American connection, which was implied that we were going to get some of it, but now it's like officially going to happen that we're going to get that Native American connection, the Native American background, all of that good stuff. Um, we got some pretty good spooky stuff in this one. Uh, Lots of ghosts of the kids chasing the other kids through the graveyard, which was super spooky. We also get to see a actual like visualization of Dick Halloran using the shine, which is pretty cool. And we also find out that Dick was one of the people who attacked Major Hanlon in the first episode, which I don't remember if I talked about that in the first episode. But that was like a loyalty test to see if uh, Hanlon was the right guy for the job. And we also, once again, get the implication that Major Hanlon does not feel fear, but he does seem to worry. So, like, that's kind of similar. I don't know. I don't know if worry and fear are the same thing. I'd have to do some research on that. Overall, though, I enjoyed this one. It was a lot. It was pretty spooky. I liked the ghost imagery. That was pretty spooky. I liked it a lot. The chase through the graveyard was awesome, and then we finally get an implication of Pennywise the clown. So hopefully, we're going to see Bill Skarsgård's reprisal of Pennywise here in the near future. Yeah, that's about it. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Help to build this community, keep us strong, so we can start reaching more people. And yeah, okay, thanks. Bye.